French. The language of love. The language of ho ho ho. The language I spent 10 years learning and came away with nothing. In my school, there was an unspoken understanding that French class was the one class where no one would ever take seriously and no actual learning ever seemed to happen. Like every year, we would learn over and over again about tenses and when, where, and how to use them. But if we kept getting taught it over and over again the exact same way every year and forgetting it, like clearly this method wasn't working. But also, to be fair, all of the students would just constantly mess around in class the entire time, even when we got older and had no reason to. Like every time we were given homework, the next lesson, all of us would try and convince the teacher, Madam M, that there was no homework. And I know there's no point in doing that, especially when you have the completed homework right there, but there's something just so entertaining as a kid being able to trick an adult. And we were so persistent in denying that homework was given to us that Madam M had to show us every lesson that she had written down when she gave us homework to finally get us to stop trying to trick her. Back when I was younger, every lesson there was always at least one of us that would show up late. So Madam M had decided to permanently leave written in the corner of the whiteboard, "Sorry I'm late" in French, so that at the very least, when we predictably showed up late, we could apologize for being late in French by reading off the board. And I know it doesn't look like it would translate to that in English, but I swear that's what it means. So anyways, Madam M was out sick one time, and we had this English teacher, Mr. L, who barely spoke any French, come in and cover the lesson. So Mr. L walks into our classroom, sees this written on the board and stares at it, confused for a moment before turning to us saying, "Kids, why is Madam M teaching you to say sorry I'm a retard?" Another time when I was younger, we had a lesson on Valentine's Day, and my classmate brought in some chocolate for all of us. So Madam M handed all of us some chocolate and we were eating them during the lesson, when suddenly the peanut in the chocolate got stuck in my throat and I started choking. And this wasn't like a little cough cough. It was like the peanut had gone down the wrong pipe and my body was in life preservation mode trying to get it out of me. Everyone in class was now staring at me because I was causing a scene, and Madam M was looking at me like, "What's wrong?" Now, I'm not allergic to nuts, but I can see how Madam M sure thought I was because all I could say to her while choking was, "The nuts." She froze, and I swear I could see all the blood drain from her face as her life flashed before her eyes because she forgot to check if anyone was allergic to nuts before giving us the chocolates. And I knew in that moment that's what she was thinking. So then I was flailing about, waving my arms, trying to be like, No. The peanut is just stuck in my throat. I'm not allergic," which just made me choke even harder and cause an even bigger scene. In the end, I eventually managed to stop choking, much to Madam M's relief, but of course only after everyone in class had watched me choke for ages and just sat there like, "Well, I guess she's dying on Valentine's Day then." So I guess all I have to show after 10 years of French are these stories and the ability to say, "Ho ho ho, j'ai pas parlé français."